Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day out there today. And in today's video, we're going to talk about one of the best old school jig colors that all the great flipping and pitching masters I know love, and that's a black and chartreuse jig. Doesn't get used much anymore. It seems like sort of went by the wayside, but with the advent of the new block old school jig, we got the old black and chartreuse rubber here, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on when to use it and why I like to use it. And also, we got getting everything up and running with the jigs. Much appreciated everybody's patience with the first run, but we got everything clicking pretty good now. So if you guys are interested in ordering any of the old school jigs, you can just do it through the Baitworks link I'll include in the description here. And man, we got all the good colors out there. We got the black and blue tinsel, which is the most popular seller. We got the one I'm going to talk about, the black and chartreuse. We got another one of my favorites is the black and orange. Got 8 different color selections and 3 different sizes, so much appreciated if you guys use that link. Okay guys, let's talk a little bit about the black and chartreuse. Now, the black and chartreuse, ever since silicone came out, and ever since there's been a diversity of colors on the silicone, the black and chartreuse just sort of went by the wayside. A lot of people just automatically go to black and blue. A lot of people that don't know much about jig fishing, they don't spend much time analyzing and studying it. They basically go with what is in popular culture, and that's the black and blue jigs. That's the green pumpkins, that type of stuff. Peanut butter and jelly is real popular now in a silicone jig skirt. But guys, I'm telling you right now, I have caught more big ones, more big bass on this black and chartreuse color than about any color out there. This is the black and chartreuse block old school jig, 5/8 ounce, which is my favorite flipping size. And the thing about this is there's a window when this thing works really good. And actually, one of the people that have had the most success with it on the circuit is Tommy Biffle. Tommy Biffle, he used to fish a black and yellow and black and chartreuse jig all the time back when he was at the top of his game back in the jig flipping 90s. And I was using it way before then. You know, my jig fishing mentor, Terry Thomas, got me keyed in on the black and chartreuse. And for me, the whole key on when I use black and chartreuse is 2 things. Number 1, it's the water clarity, and number 2, it's the time of year, sort of water temperature. First of all, and a lot of this I don't really understand why it works as far as time of the year, but the 2 different times that the black and chartreuse will work really good is during the pre-spawn period of the year and during the hottest part of the summer. I don't catch a lot of fish on it in the post-spawn or the winter or the fall time of the year, but like right now for the next month coming up, and then again like in that July August time frame, the black and chartreuse is hard to beat. So one of the things that a lot of people talk on this is and I'll get in trailers in a second, but secondly talk about the water clarity. In addition to the time of year, like I said, the summer or the pre-spawn, another key on that is getting just the exact right water clarity. And the water clarity that I like for the black and chartreuse is anywhere between like 4 inches of visibility up to about maybe a foot of visibility. If it's got over about 12 inches of visibility or less than 4 inches, I don't really use it. So 4 inches to 12 inches, maybe a foot and a half, maybe 15 inches, especially if you got like an overcast dark day, is the time that I use it. Also, guys, you will find that there's not a better color of jig to use on a rainy day. If you've got rainy conditions, low light conditions, the black and chartreuse will get you more bites than any other jig. Now, guys, let's talk a little bit about the trailer colors to use on the black and chartreuse jig. There's really 3 different colors of trailers that I use, and I base that again upon the amount of light penetration and the water clarity. And the first one I use on it is a solid black trailer. This is a Zoom Super Chunk, one of my favorite trailers on it. And I'll pair the black and chartreuse jig with a solid black trailer on there if I'm fishing dirty water, like water visibility that's under 6 inches, something like that. Also early in the morning when it's low light conditions, I like to go with the solid black, but this is my dirty water combo. Now, if I've got a situation where I've got that water clarity sort of in that maybe 8 inches to 12 inches, a little bit cleaner, sometimes I'll go with a solid blue on there. Now, this is a color that doesn't get used much, but I probably, guys, I've caught more big bass on this black and chartreuse jig with the blue trailer than about any color jig that I've used. I'm talking about the number of 7-pound plus fish that I've caught on a black and chartreuse jig. Most of them have come on the blue trailer, and this is, like I said, in that water visibility of 8 to 12, maybe 13 inches in that zone there. And the third one I use is I use a green pumpkin trailer on it. And I'll use the green pumpkin trailer if the water's a little bit on the clear side. If I have that water visibility that's like maybe 12 to 15 inches, maybe that type of, conditions that are just almost too clear for black and chartreuse, I find that going with a green trailer will get you a lot of bites. And another thing, guys, I found out about this is if you've got shallow grass, like if you got some water willows, or if you got shallow milfoil or shallow hydrilla, they will gobble this green trailer up on the black and chartreuse jig around grass. I don't know what it is about it, but when those fish are shallow, in shallow grass, I'm talking about the grass that maybe you can see just under the water, they will bite a green trailer on the chartreuse jig. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give a quick tip on this. If I can get them to hit a black and chartreuse jig, I'm fishing a black and chartreuse jig, because I just think out of all the jig colors, black and blue, green pumpkin, brown, whatever, if you can get them to bite a black and chartreuse jig, it's going to be, your average fish is going to be bigger than any other color out there. It's just something, the chartreuse in the jig just creates a more aggressive strike from a bigger fish. So anyway, just a quick tip, guys. Hope that helped you out. Again, if you want to order some of these, and it's a great way to help the channel out here, Baitworks link in the description for the Block It Old School jig. Got a lot of great comments, a lot of good feedback on it, and just get a couple and try them out, see what you think. So we'll talk to you later. See ya.